What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in with me once again to the JLW channel. If I said it before, I'll say it again. We need to pull together. If this video helps you in any way, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let's begin. Let's talk about my favorite show. And I'm going to say my favorite show because it stands out above all the rest. Not saying the rest don't stand out, but this is my favorite show, The Chi. The Chi is my favorite show. I'm in love with The Chi. Every episode, but episode 7 hits different. From the first to the 7th, it comes together differently, but in the same format. Talking about life in Chicago and all the different changes you'll go through in an everyday life. Everything, every tragedy, every moment, every minute, every waking hour. It was just breathtaking. Episode 7 was a banger. Keisha and Tiffany have their baby around the same time. Reg get back at Alicia. Rosalind Perry confronts Nuck, and he sets Alicia up to be killed by Miss Perry. Jada gets to hold her grandbaby with Emmett and Keisha, not knowing she would pass away on their couch, laying on her husband, Emmett's father, Daryl's lap. When I tell you, it like I already knew what going to happen, but it was still a surprising that it did happen, and some of the other stuff went the other way. Like I'm just flabbergasted. Like it just all came together on episode 7. I believe that the next episode is going to be even hotter, because we'll no longer have Daryl's wife in the video. We will no longer have Emmett's mother there with us anymore. We'll no longer have Alicia on the show because they dies off. But when I tell you, from the first episode to number 7, it has been a absolute journey to follow The Chi. And I tell you, if you have not watched it, you need to go watch it. Nook is some serious. I thought Duda was some serious. Cause shout out to my boy Duda, whoever played Duda. I thought Duda was some serious. But guess what? He ain't nothing compared to Nook. Nook has rang the bell. Not one time, not 2 times, but 3 times. He set up Alicia to be killed to keep himself alive. Emmett being shot, tried to propose to Keisha, but she wasn't ready yet, because he did it in the wrong format. He did it because he had got shot. And then, for real, knowing that his mother, cancer, came back. So it was, I want to tell you, I can tell you a million things about The Chi that I love and I like. But guess what? You need to go watch it yourself. From the first beginning to the last. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. A big shout out to Lena Waite for bringing us the TV show The Chi. Thank you so much for bringing us something that hits home. Even though it's Atmore is nothing like Chicago, but it hits home in so many different ways because we go through so many different changes that it's amazing. She also produced the show and was a screenwriter of the show and played scenes in the show. She was like all over the show. And when I tell you, it hit different when you write it, when you produce it, and then when you start in it. It's amazing. I hope one day I get that age 34. I'm doing my best trying to wrap up and tie up some knots. But I pray that one day I can be in the spotlight just as well as the other people. When I tell you dreams do come true, if you only believe, this woman believed in herself, and then she believed in her work. And when you believe in yourself and actually believe in what you're doing, then guess what? You can do a lot. So shout out to Lena White for bringing us The Chi. We appreciate it and we love it. And I'm ready for the next season of The Chi. I seen a video That was crazy stupid on TikTok. Let's watch a small clip of it.
About you, baby, your mama gonna be crying about you.
Your folk gonna be crying about you.
Bitch, nigga, my mama dead.
If you can see, the man wasn't even talking about her mother. She just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. This man works at Walmart. Got approached by this woman. Don't know how it started or whatnot, or even how it ended. But she was on it. She was talking to this man any kind of way, and he was taking it because I guess he wanted to keep his job. Any other person, they probably would have did the same, and then you got some that probably would have ran down on him. But at the end of the day, he kept his composure, and he went along and did what he was supposed to do. Well, she began to throw things at him and say something about mother this, mother that. And he said, your family or something. And she said, don't talk about my mother. And his man said, I ain't even saying about your mother, which he apparently didn't. I watched the video over 7 times. And man ain't said nothing about her mom. Then at the end, I see they went back and hugged. So I guess she went back and apologized the way she behaved. But she even behaved the same way, even when the police came and tried to calm her down, telling her to calm down. Listen, I know everybody got a job to do. And I got one too. And I got a big job. That's dealing with kids every day. Even though I'm a custodian, that's just dealing with kids every day. It is a tiring job. But I'm just telling you, there's people come in that want to talk to this person, talk to that person, talk to that person. And we only have 3 men in the building. Coach, our principal, and myself. So at the end of the day, we got to kind of keep a watch on everything that moves and lurks around the school. But dealing with the different parents, thank God I don't have to. But when I do come in contact with them, it don't be nothing but love. But dealing with outside people is stressful, especially at the Family Dollar, Dollar General, Walmart, hospitals, nursing home, daycare. You're going to be dealing with the relative, going back and forth with relative. I did this and I did that, and she said this and she said that, or I want this to happen, I want that to happen. At the end of the day, I heard somebody say that the customer's always right. Wrong. Customer's not always right. Customers don't know everything. Sometimes the customers are wrong and the employees are right. And when you got cameras in the air, you will know that for a fact that the customer is not always right. And in this case, she wasn't right. I seen another video that she came back and hugged him, so I think she came back and apologized and made up. She had a lot to make it up because she really disrespected this man and his job in front of all his employees and his bosses. So shout out to the lady for coming back, doubling back, doing what she's supposed to do, which it shouldn't even happen in the first place. Let's talk about the shooting that happened at a Army base. NBC News say an active soldier opened fire at an Army post in Georgia on Wednesday, August the 6th, 2025, injuring 5 service members before he was taken into custody. A military officer said the gunman's name is Cornelius Rafford. He's a sergeant. The sergeant wrote a letter to his aunt before the shooting. I heard he talked about leaving because of some of the racist stuff that was going on. This man came back. I guess he came back for revenge. Or he came back to settle a debt, or however the news say he came back, or however he was feeling when he came back. But he came back on intention to kill or to wound or injure. And when I tell you he did just that, listen, the devil is busy. The devil is on his tracks and he's doing whatever he can to try to take us out. So this man here was going through, I guess he was going through some situation within himself. He had to go take it out on others, or they was bullying, they was talking about it. And race is still going on. Racism is still going on. People are still talking about, I don't want to hang with the black, or the black son, I don't want to hang with the white, and vice versa. So at the end of the day, I guess this man felt some type of way that he had to go back and let out his anger out on his peers. Not the right thing to do, not the smart thing to do, but at the end of the day, he's getting set with attempted murder. I know for a fact one of his assaults is going to be attempted murder. Why? Because he was at that moment in time before they took him down, he was just firing rounds, not knowing who he was going to hit or why he was going to hit him. I don't believe, but he could have known why he did this. He might have a good reason why he played a part in this. Whether he could have talked it out or talking wasn't going to do nothing for it. Listen, bullying is going on in every state, every country, everywhere. Racism is going on in every country, every state, and everywhere. Ain't nothing we can do about racist people or people that don't like your kind or like your culture. Ain't nothing we can do but pray and keep moving forward. We can't sit still and wait until it changes. Guess what? We got to keep that change within ourselves, saying we're going to be the positive until we got to take action. My mom always say, person don't put their hands on you or come and try to hurt you or assault you in any way. At the end of the day, stand down, walk away, keep your mouth closed, because you can walk away and stand to see another day, or you can stay there and fight with your life in jeopardy, knowing that person might have a gun, might have a knife, might can take you out with one blow. So I'll be honest with you, I took that rule and I have planned it on my life, and I hope I can plan it on my niece and nephew life, that fighting is not always the case. Retaliation is not always the case. But if you got to defend yourself, do what you need to do at that moment. At the end of the day, this man, this sergeant, not just a person, he was a sergeant, came back and injured multiple people on his base. And he was taken into custody. And like I said, I know one of them is going to be attempted murder. We got to start teaching our kids. We got to start teaching our loved ones that, listen, fighting and shooting is not the answer. Guns are not the answer. Violence is not the answer. But when you got to take accountability of what you're going to do or what you're not going to do, then at the end of the day, you will see that, guess what? Everything don't lies with a gun. Everything don't lies with fighting. Everything don't lies with cussing folks out. Sometimes just a sit down will take place that will help bring things back together, because I promise you, divided we will fall, but together we shall stand. So I hope this man here has been praying, because guess what? He's going to do some time. And it's sad that he was one of the people that goes out to protect us, trying to hurt us. And maybe he had a good reason to do these things. And maybe he didn't. But we'll see from there on and thereafter. August the 26th, 2025. A runoff will be taking place between Mr. Lasner and Miss Sandra Gray here in Atmore, Alabama. And the city councilman seats as well they'll be running for their next term, and the city council, and the two people are running for mayor, Miss Sandra Gray and Mr. Lasner, in Atmore, Alabama. Well, in Bay Minette, Alabama, Mr. Bob Willis and Mr. Joshua Brown is running against each other for mayor in Bay Minette, Alabama. They're running against each other. They saying if you want to see change, you'll pick him or you'll pick him. Either one, I don't know, because I'm not from Bay Minette, but I hope y'all pick the right person to lead y'all. Here in Atmore, I can't vote, but I pray that Atmore picks the right person to lead us into the next chapter of Atmore's life and history. Why? Because both of them have a defined meaning behind Bay Minette, Alabama and Atmore, Alabama. I hope I said enough to keep you interested, but at the end of the day, you need to take forward. You need to put one foot before the other and go out and vote for the right candidate that's going to make it happen in your town. Why? Because if you don't, you get the wrong person in there, it's going to be in a standstill. And guess what? If you didn't vote for the right person, it will be shame on myself. That's what you should say, that I didn't vote for the right person that was going to make a difference, not only in my life, but in my children's life, because maybe they don't want to move off. Maybe they don't want to go to college, or maybe they want to go to college and come back and do something positive in their town. But guess what? You didn't put the right person in seat, so it's always going to be a particular race that's going to hold the title. Guess what? I ain't never seen a black mayor here in Atmore. Do I want to see a black mayor in Atmore? Yes. Do I want to see a black woman in the Sea House? Yes. But guess what? We got to vote for the right person that's going to help us in the long run. Not because they're black, not because they're our culture, not because they look just like us and have the same color skin, but they're going to make a change in Atmore. And if the other race, and I just say other race, because this is how people talk. Other race, if Mr. Lasner does it for you, then vote for him. Because at the end of the day, they talk a good game until they get in the seat. And then it's vice versa of what they do. We don't need a person that sits in the seat that say, I'm not going to do nothing until I get ready to do. I'm not going to ask for change until I'm ready for change. Well, at the end of the day, guess what? The young kids got to have something to look for in the future. And if we don't do something now, they will never get to that point. So vote for the right candidate in Bay Minette, Alabama and in Atmore, Alabama. I promise you, that person that you vote for, he or she should make a difference. And if they don't, and you voted for that person, not knowing the background of that person, guess what? It's shame on you. Mr. Brandon T. Love is running for mayor in Frisco City, Alabama. He is running against City Mayor Alan Lane. He's my bishop. He's my brother in Christ. And he is my pastor. And I'm looking forward for him to making a difference in the Frisco City community. Vote for Brandon Love for the next mayor of Frisco City. He can do a lot of things if we work behind him and we work for him, not against him. I'm not from Frisco City, but guess what? I will be there when he gets sworn in. I promise you that. I will be there when he gets sworn in, because I do want to see a change in Frisco. I do want to see a change in Bayman, and I do want to see a change in my hometown, Atmore. So at the end of the day, y'all vote for the right candidate that's going to make a difference in your town and in your state. I want to leave you with a quote. Just do the right thing. Right may not be expended. It may not be profitable, but it will satisfy your soul. It may not be profitable. You may not get a lot off of it. But guess what? It will satisfy you. Doing the right thing. You may not get a pat on the back. You may not get a clapping on the hands. But guess what? It will satisfy your soul knowing you did the right thing. That came from Miss Maya Angelou. May she rest in peace. Listen, do the right thing even when nobody else is watching. Why? Because somebody is watching. I'm going to say that again. Do the right thing when nobody is watching. Why? Because somebody's watching and they see you, they hear you, and they feel your spirit. So do the right thing at all times. I guarantee you it will pay off. If you like what I just talked about, if you like what I said, if you don't like what I said, if you wanted some, come on here, correct me in the thing that's going on that you may think that you know a little more about, please do. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Please comment your opinion. Please let me know what you want to hear. I'm just finding different topics to talk about, to bring to you, and you, so we can start a conversation, so we can move past this era. It's 2025, 2026. I need over 1,000 views, and I'm saying over 1,000 views. I need over so many watch time. I need so many shares. Please come on here, help your brother out. I'm doing something positive, not just to help Atmore, but to help the surrounding area. There's a lot of things going on, and I do want to be on top of it. So with your help, I can do that as well. One of these days, it may be you in this seat that I'm in, and you may need some help yourself. So guess what? Helping others will make a world a better place. We come here to help each other, not to hinder each other. Again, if you like what I said, if you like what was said, if you like what was done, if you like how the video went, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, make yourself great by making others greater. I love you. May God bless you. Deuces.